Forget Captain America, Elon Musk is like Captain Awkward. I've been a PE teacher for close to 30 years and mate, I've had some awkward kids, some unco kids in class, yeah. Shout out to all the unco kids. All good, all G. That's me right now on trying to stand up on a surfboard, no problem. But Elon Musk, mate, this guy's Captain Awkward, yeah? Just from the way he moves, even like the way he comes in, yeah! Shouts too loud in the mic, this is what victory Oh, stop that, I'm not gonna do that. Can't do that in Germany. But hey, listen, I'm just reacting to Elon Musk's just under 4-minute speech at the Trump inauguration ceremonies and a day yesterday. Oh boy, Elon Musk, what a classic. Again, like him or love him, I'm actually benefiting from him right now. I'm using his Starlink up here in up in the Noosa hinterland. We couldn't get Telstra to do anything up here, so Elon's got his little Starlink satellites flying all over the world, and we're benefiting from them right now. So thank you, Elon. But boy, Captain Awkward, eh? My goodness, a little bit unco. It's all right. Too easy. Taught a heap of students like that, but they end up running the world, don't they? My goodness, thing is, what are they calling the world's richest man? But look, I've got a bit of a reaction to his speech yesterday. Again, just applying the old test all things, hold fast that which is good. And so one of the things that I enjoyed about it was the fact that he looks at problems, yeah? He was talking about every day we're faced with new problems, solutions, problem, solutions. So he was like just spitting straight out. He was joining the words problem with solution. Fantastic. It literally took me straight to the start of the book of James, the epistle of James. And in verse 2, 3 and 4, you read the following words, which I've been able to use in my life so many times, and I want to read them to you right now. And it was something Musk touched on, not the actual passage, but this principle, and I think you need to hear this today. So it says this: my brethren, brothers, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. But you gotta let perseverance have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. I'll read it again. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. But let perseverance have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. And there's something about having a spirit of joy, counting it all joy when you fall into various trials. You can wake up and say, woe is me, woe is the world, pessimism, yeah, glass half empty, not half full. And you know, having a bit of pessimism keeps you grounded. But if you don't have hope attached with that, yeah, if you don't have a sense of joy attached with that, groundedness, you can get swamped and buried and just defeated. And we don't want to be defeated. You don't want to be defeated. I don't want to be defeated. You know, I love a good underdog story. I love a good solution to a problem. And the reason I'm sitting up here in a garage in the Noosa hinterland is because I have let perseverance have its perfect work through trial after trial after trial, family trial, financial trial, employment trial, renovation trial. Just the amount of ugly stuff I've had to work through blows many people's minds when they hear about my life and my story. Give me some ugly butt, eh? Give me a bit of suffering. Give me a trial. Let's go. Let's go back to trial. Because I've got something that I've always seen on the other side of a trial. Yeah? And that's the breakthrough. That's more completeness, more maturity, more sense of perfection and growing and self-improvement, becoming more like a finished product. Yeah? So I want to encourage you today, if you, and this is hard. See, how can you have joy when you've been sold, for instance, a bill of life where happiness or comfort is the chief end of man? Yeah, comfort and ease and mate, every Tom, Dick and Harry selling some course online or some MLM or pyramid scheme of selling a dream to you so that you can not have to work anymore or be quote unquote financially free and get your time back. All kind of good stuff, but if that's just the chief end and you're chasing comfort, mate, what happens when you get comfortable? What happens? You get fat. You get lazy. Yeah? You in a fighting sense, you kind of become like a Conor McGregor. Yeah? It's hard to get up at 5 a.m. and work out hard when you're sleeping in silk sheets, the old quote. Conor works hard in so many other areas of his life. So I'm not trashing that guy, but in terms of if your chief end is for comfort, trials to you will be like an enemy. Yeah, you won't be counting it joy when you face a trial. You'll be thinking, oh, but I'm chasing comfort. I'm chasing ease. I'm chasing, Nah, man, that gets you fat and lazy and bored. Yeah? You retire young, retire early. You know what my definition of retirement is? It's for another video, but retirement means putting new tyres. Yeah? Retiring. T-Y-R-E. Retiring. So you can go again. This was written to disciples originally. Yeah, my brothers, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing the testing of your faith produces faith. This is written in an era where we're not talking about, ingrown toenails or the trial of getting taxes audited or having to pay your fair share or, waiting for they've run out of toilet paper or something like that. I don't even think they had toilet paper back then. We're talking about trials of flogging. We're talking beatings, we're talking getting burned at the stake, we're talking getting dismembered and sawn in half, lit on fire as human torches, thrown into coliseums and all sorts of stuff, crucified. Mate, this is written to disciples who are under the pump, man. Like literally, they're dying for their faith, and yeah, man, deep stuff here. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. What do you need to what trial are you going through at the moment? Yeah? What's an area of your life where you're under the pump and you have no hope? You have no solution. You don't actually have joy or, like a light at the end of the tunnel for. What's an area that you need prayer for, that you need me to stand with you for? Write it down in the comments. Share your current, most recent, or something you perhaps know is coming towards you as a trial. Love to partner with you, and I'm hoping this video will give you a bedrock to go to, where you can access from up above hope and joy, knowing that there's something past this trial. There is, like Jesus, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross and scorned its shame, and sits down at the right hand of the Father. There's something beyond the cross. There's something beyond the crucifixion. Because otherwise you could just be buried, yeah? You could just die and have a martyr complex, be captain negative, and that's a hard person to be around, yeah? I'm not bagging you if you're there, okay? But let's not stay there. Let's get some joy and some optimism and some hope into your world. I'll keep digging on this verse a little bit, because if you don't know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, and if you don't know that letting perseverance have its perfect work will help you be perfect, more mature, more complete, lacking nothing, if you don't know that, you probably will be trying to escape your trial. You'll probably be trying to end your trial early, or get rescued early, and shortcut the very gains you were sold, or the very gains that you were promised, by Johnny come lately offering you the silver bullet to quick this, quick that. The shortcut, the fast track, which is what the hack, things I love to talk about, is to actually let perseverance have its perfect work. Yeah, you got to let it. You're in the gym, yeah. You're in the gym. You don't get swole and jacked by avoiding the weights. You got to lift them, mate. You got to lift. Yeah. Don't skip leg day. Don't skip arm day, back day, all that. Don't skip it. If you skip it, you ain't going to be mature and complete, yeah? You're going to lack something. You're going to lack something. So let's not try to escape the trials, but let's find joy in the trials, yeah? Let's work on today getting some hope and some optimism and some joy into the trial. Just like, it's like I said, you're in the gym. You do your workout, and you get a little bit. The good thing is when you're starting off on this journey, what do they call it? Newbie gains or early gains. The first time you feel that pump, it's gold. It's a rush. It is a rush. You're in a financial situation. Let's go finances. Count it all joy. Count it all joy when you fall into various trials. Count it all joy when your accountant knocks on your door, gives you a little notification, says, mate, we need to sit down and have a chat, yeah? No! And your finances are getting smoked out, yeah? And you're suggested a budget, you're suggested, we need to pull back here, we need to shift finances here, we need to do this, cut spending here, put more, double down on that area. Count it all joy when your accountant gives you a call, yeah? Count it all joy when your missus or your kids are reaching out to you for something, and you need to put the video down. You need to press pause on some things and attend to some relationship issues. Count it all joy when you fall into various trials, when something pops up that's awkward, that's when something pops up that's painful, okay? And let perseverance have its perfect work in your relationships. So relationships, finances, your faith, yeah? Setbacks, health, injury. I know this only all too well. But You got to let perseverance have its perfect work. You don't want to be shortcutting and just tap out like chicken. You don't want to tap out too quick, and be left lacking. Yeah. One of my favourite UFC victories in the last few years was from Aussie guy Alexander the Great Volkanovski, and obviously he got his head kicked in by Islam Makhachev and knocked out by Ilia Topuria. But before that, he had an epic victory over Brian Ortega. And Brian Ortega had Volkanovski in like the deepest choke of all time, where everyone's like, dude, tap out before you go to sleep. Yeah, tap out before you go to sleep. He wouldn't tap out. Now, Volkanovski's a little bit, he's a good little rugby lad. He's got big neck, short neck, bit of Gladstone Small in him. That's a throwback. But he wouldn't tap out. And he got out of the choke and then finished the fight, won the fight. Man, he didn't tap out. Some of you need to just really shrink up and get yourself absolutely in resistance mode to tapping out, yeah? If you hold on just that little bit longer, yeah, you can get out of the choke you're in. And even if you go to sleep, oh, here we go. Where am I going to go with this? And even if you go to sleep, you can go to sleep in the arms of your trial, in the arms of the choke. You can go to sleep knowing that you can rest in him. Wow, there you go. Hello. Hello. Rest in him. Jesus said, come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take note, learn from me. I'm gentle and lowly of heart, and you'll find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That's for someone today. Hey? That's for someone today. That little verse drop for you, which I wasn't planning, but if that's for you, you make sure you give this a like. You make sure you subscribe and type an amen or a yes in the comments. Hey? That part was for you. All right. Resting in him, boom, that makes trials joyful. that makes it easy to count it all joy when you fall into various trials. So I know you want to be complete. Yeah, I know you want to grow. You're watching this and you're still here because you want to be everything you can be. And so from Elon Musk's Captain Awkward speech came this message for you today about combining the words problem solution, counting it all joy when you go through trials, and knowing that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, and you've got to let perseverance have its perfect work, that you can be perfect and complete. Some other translations say mature, lacking nothing. Yeah? You don't want to have one area of your life massively developed and then have skipped leg day for 10 years and you've got little chicken legs running around and you can't even hold up your physique. You can't skip your back or your core and just be so jacked in other areas of your life that your spine's neglected and your hips are out of place and everything's a mess in your postural structure. You don't skip stuff. Yeah, don't shortcut. Don't skip stuff. Don't just escape trials. And again, if you've subscribed to just a life of comfort and ease, and that's like your chief end, you're headed on a fast track for just being a lazy, fat, slothful, incomplete, imperfect, dead end. You're not ongoingly being sculpted into all you can be. So put yourself back in the process, yeah? Put yourself back in the process. Join with disciples who for thousands of years have received this message of when you fall into various trials, count it all joy. So I'm praying and hoping that you grab a little bit of optimism, yeah? Glass half full, knowing that the giver of all water, living water, is just never running dry. All joy, all hope, all optimism can be yours today. But hey, if you like this video and you got value out of it, give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and check out a few other videos I've got going over here. All right, bless ya. See you in the next video.